So I went to Garfield High School, right? I was in the same class as Vitamin D and B Cell from Ghetto Children. Man, Garfield had we had a dope hip hop community there. You know, I performed in Fall Fest '91. That was my first show. It was in front of the whole school, and Ghetto Children was there too. It was both of our first shows, and it was like in front of 1,400 kids. The whole school was there. It was wild.
Right.
So, but yeah. So like, you know, back in the day, being a white kid, it was this weird. It was this weird thing. You know, white kids would look at me like you know, I'm some wannabe.
Right.
You know, like looking at me crazy, and they'd make fun of me and do the whole, you know, yo, you know,
Right.
doing that whole thing, and then. You know, and then a lot of black folks kind of shunned me too. So I had to show and prove, you know, I had to battle rap people to earn respect. And, but I was big in the graph culture. I was big in breakdancing, all that. So first time I wrote a rap song was when I heard Sucker MCs. I was with my homies and I said, and they was like, man, I wish I could do what they did. And I said, I can. And they said, no, you can't. And the first thing they said, you can't do that. You're white. And they all laughed. And I was like, okay, watch, I'll prove it to you. So I went home that night and I played that thing on my little tape recorder. I played that single over and over again. I wrote like a 16-bar verse and I rapped it for them, and their jaws were on the floor. They were tripping. But I really got into breakdancing early on. I was in this crew called at first we were called it because I was living in Catalina for a little bit, and we were called the Catalina Breakers. And then later on, we changed our name to the Smurfs. When I moved to Seattle, breaking, it was about 85. Breaking wasn't happening as much up here as it was down in Cali. So people was more into rapping, you know, and tagging.
Too much.
It was rapping and tagging, really. And so I really got into the graph culture, and I really got into rapping and freestyling, and you know, like I said, man, growing up, going to Garfield High School, you know, eventually when I got older, I worked at DBelles.
Let's go.
And then I lived on 28th and Norman, down, you know, right on the cusp of the South End. So, you know, I had to, when I was in high school, man, it was like, I rolled with a clique of dudes that had my back, but I had to battle rap people off the top, you know, and I got really good at it. I like to write. If you went into my bedroom in my house, my whole floor was scattered with papers of songs that I wrote all over the floor. It was crazy. Wow. Used to drive my mom nuts.
Talk
She
about
said,
your
this is a
first
fire hazard. You're going to burn the house down. I'm like, you're the one that smokes, not me. Shoot.